And that fear manifests as anger and is jealousy, as rage, as insecurity, and in all its own forms. But that we have it within us to come from a place of love. And when we do, we build something bigger, something stronger, something greater that ultimately benefits all of us.
Beautifully said. Um, Thank you so much for coming. And dare I say, thank you for your service. I've learned a tremendous amount from you, and the way that you have chosen to live your life, and the way that you're raising your family, and the changes you've made in your life, from the first time you were Surgeon General to the second time, is an inspiration. Thanks so much for coming on.
Simon, thank you. And I've learned a lot from you over the years, long before I met you. I remember watching some of your talks and your videos, and I've learned a ton. But I will just say, you came over to our house
Mm-hmm.
recently for dinner,
It
and
is chaos.
it's chaos. It's total chaos. But one of the things that I loved about our conversation was just how open and honest
Yeah.
and vulnerable you were. And to me, that was like a breath of fresh air. Like, and sometimes in life, it can feel like everyone is walking around with masks on, trying to be who we think the other person wants us to be or what society expects of us. But to have the courage to be yourself in a world that's constantly telling you who you should be, that is one of the greatest acts of courage, perhaps, that we can have, day to day. And that's something that we can all do in our lives. But I saw you doing that. And it just reminded me also to be authentic, to be real, to be vulnerable in my interactions with others. So thank you for that gift as well.
You're very, very kind, and I can't take all the credit. I'm also very good at putting a mask on and not being vulnerable. Uh, but you created a safe space. You and I don't know each other well, and
Mm,
when I said let's go out for dinner, you invited me into your home. No, who
mm,
does that?
mm,
You know, and the chaos of the kids running around was the best,
mm,
and the mess of the kids around was the best,
mm,
and you created a safe space filled with psychological safety.
mm,
It wasn't manicured, it was just human.
mm,
And so, I think your personality and who you are is the same. Um, you show us that it's okay to be imperfect and unsure and have self-doubt, and and you know it's kind of like, it doesn't matter who goes first.
mm,
Either somebody takes the risk to create the space that's psychologically safe, or somebody takes the risk to just jump out and put it out there, and the other will respond in kind. And so you took all the risk,